Okay, since last month in the black community in different states across our country, you know, young black teens have been getting killed. First we had Trayvon Martin, back in February of 26th. And then within these past few days, in DeKalb, got two security guards, shot up this unarmed teen. And then also had, on campus at, Jackson State University in Mississippi. This had a 19-year-old Nolan Ryan Henderson III who got shot in the face after a pool party. And, it seemed that ever since Zimmerman got off scot-free, everybody taking that as a go-ahead and be like, hey, let's kill this black person, see if we get off with it too. That's what it's seeming like. And, we got many mixed opinions about it. One person who been vocal about it, B. Jeezy, he been speaking his mind on it, tip my hat to him for that. But then we got some people, Uncle Tom niggas, they're saying black people bringing this upon themselves. No. And what's funny is, now I'll agree with Anton the Spot. I'll agree with him on one thing. There is a difference, between black people and niggas. But, you have to be able to tell the difference between them, Thing he said that got to me is, he's like, I feel that there was a gun involved. I feel that, Ervin Jefferson was armed. And what's funny is he posts the link to the article. He wasn't armed. It was his stepfather who was firing off the shots, not Ervin. But and he also said that shouldn't be associating your people or associating yourself with people who gonna be causing trouble and stuff like that, man. And he said that it's probably why them people drove up on the house to fight his sister, somebody they knew. It was a whole bunch of females, and I think there was some dudes up there too. Don't remember. So they rode up trying to attack his sister. Now, let me ask y'all this: who would see their little sister, little brother getting attacked by two carfuls of people and not go out to try and help him? If you telling me that you would not help a sibling in that situation, then, I hate to say you just a bitch for that. But it's true. How you gonna see your family in trouble and not even try to help them? And it don't make no sense. You saying, you shouldn't be associating yourself with that type of people. Well, here's the thing. Not everybody associates themselves with those type of people. Example, my little brother, okay? He on the football team in school. He got good grades. Everybody like him. Okay, there's some other people on the football team decide that don't like him. They're talking about, we're gonna jump him. And these people he don't even know, people he don't even talk to. He only know them because they're on the same football team with him. Talk about, we're gonna jump him. Later that day, try to run him over with a car. They, luckily, they just grazed him. Didn't hurt him too bad. But, shoot. Yeah, you got this Anton the Spot dude talking about don't associate yourself with those people like people associate with people who most likely gonna jump them. That ain't even the case all the time. So, y'all, I seen some comments on this video, people talking about, this is good. Thank goodness for parents, telling us, who to associate with and who not to. But, that's a fact you need to get right. Just cause carfuls of people coming up on you to jump your ass don't mean that you was associated with them in any way. Anyway, with Trayvon Martin, we got people saying, it's his fault for wearing a hoodie. What was the weather like on that night? Y'all know? February 26th. It was a Sunday night in Florida. Said the high was 71. The low was like, what, 52? I know people, like to me, I consider weather in the 50s, 60s. I consider that perfect weather. You know, they got people who complain. I know people personally who will complain about they freezing. You know, like freezing to where your nipples get hard, like nippy out. Like people just shivering in 50s and 60s weather. I know people who consider that way too cold. Okay? In Florida, 50s, that's basically their winter right there. 40s and 50s, that's what they have for winters. And on the weather forecast for that night said that there was some precipitation too. Okay, so, you know, you got weather in the 50s, you got a little bit of precipitation. It makes sense to be wearing a hoodie. I don't know what the weather turned out being for that day, whether there was precipitation or not. You know, it said there was like, precipitation was like 0.17. I don't know if it actually rained or anything. They didn't say nothing about the weather that night. But if that's what it was, then it made perfect sense to be wearing a hoodie. I don't know anybody who's going to be in cold weather like that and not have some type of cover on them in order to keep themselves from the cold. So if that's the case, he did not bring that upon himself. The dude was just trying to stay warm. But, you know, this is something that is, you know, kind of messed up. You got 3 black teens, you know, shot up, and barely any investigation being done on it. And on top of that, there's negative things being said about him. You know, like Nolan Ryan, you know, kid that got killed at that pool party. You know, they said he was a stand-up student. They said he's somebody everybody loved. They said that he was somebody who was polite. You know, like if he accidentally bump into someone, he's gonna tell him sorry. You know, he's somebody who according to everyone who knew him, would not go out and do that to someone. Like his dad described him as his best friend. You know, they said they could call him on the phone and talk about whatever. He had no issues. He had no troubles in school. You know? And there haven't been any arrests made in that case. And then we got that Ervin Jefferson. You know, it's the shot and run over. And, you know, it don't make no sense why, they see he trying to defend his sister. I'm like, no, if I'm a neighborhood watch security guard or something, and I see a confrontation, you know, you look at who the aggressor is. That dude sitting there trying to protect his sister from 2 carfuls of people. Why not go after the people who came up in them 2 cars instead of the boy? I mean, dang. I mean, is there stuff like this that don't make no sense? It's just an excuse to kill black teens and then label them as troublemakers and say that the black community is messed up. You know, it don't make no sense for all this to be going down the way it is. You know, that's just something y'all need to think about. But you know what? I'm done with this for now. Hopefully, you know, they find a way to resolve this and bring peace to the family. But if not, it just shows that this country ain't come a long way at all. People talk about all the progress that's been made since slavery and everything, and it don't seem like we've made any progress at all. This stuff that's been going on. Like, and people want to act like racism don't exist. People want to act like it's something that don't still go on. They want to act like they blind to it, but no, it's still out there. So y'all need to open up your eyes. Peace.